Hello and welcome back to Ham Radio over the Coax with K0OTC. Going to do another live stream here today. I'm just going to hunt some parks and play some radio. If you've got questions, feel free to leave those in the chat and we'll get to those as I can. So it's holiday today, President's Day. So looks like there's a few activators out. Typically Mondays maybe I guess are a slower day, it seems like. Unless it is a holiday or something. So we'll just jump in. I've got the spot page pulled up here and Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. We'll just jump right in. Here we've got Kilo Charlie 3 Yankee Quebec Charlie at US 1741 14233.
Thank you for having me down. Have a great day and February for you.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo under 0 at the Bravo 7, 5 and 9.
Nothing yet. We'll try one more time. He's right by the SSTV frequencies here. So. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. You are 5 and 9. 1741 QSL.
QSL, I have you at 5-7 Minnesota. Thanks for being out there in 7-3.
Copy to 5-7 Minnesota. Thank you for having me down. Have a great show in 73.
All right, I'll get him logged before we move on and see who else we can get.
Again.
Been on the radio just a little bit earlier today, and
is there an Echo India
seems like the bands are in decent shape. I can show you what I'm looking at here. So this is one of my monitors that I'm looking at, which has the spot page on the right side, the Smart SDR software on the left, and then the grid tracker call roster. Right now I've just got 15 meter and 20 meter pulled up here during the day on FT8. So there's a few parks there. I've got it filtered to only show those those parks which I haven't hunted, or grid squares or DXCCs right now. So I'm hearing, it looks like 247, but there's only 9 of those that I haven't worked either the park, the grid, the DXCC before. And that for parks, it's only parks for that UTC day. So I think I've actually worked all those parks when I looked earlier. So, but I'll go back to this view here so you can see the waterfall and everything a little bit better, and we'll see who we can get here. So here we've got Alpha Echo 0 Sierra Romeo 14243 at US 6700. He's kind of down in the noise for me a bit. We'll see if we can get him. Yeah, I muted that. It got kind of loud there. He's really down in the noise. I'm not really able to hear him. He kind of faded out on me. He's just barely there. So
QSL 5-9 into Georgia this afternoon.
We'll try and we'll come back and see if we can get him in a bit.
Federal license amateur radio call. Oh, correct. Huh, that's a new one on us. Never seen November 7.
14273 maybe.
Station ending in Papa, 1 second here. I'm just marking myself as QRT on the spotting page. One more time.
Well, he just said he's marking himself QRT, so we may not get him, but we've got...
You're on November 8, Oscar Foxtrot Papa, QSL Delbert.
We'll try him and just see if he does drop off. If he does, we'll move on.
5-9 and the 3103. Thanks for running.
They're about 5-7 here.
Copy that. Yeah, I'm going to be switching bands here. Maybe I'll catch you on another one. This is Kilo Charlie 2 Delta Whiskey Golf. Last call on 20 meters. QSO.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
All right, all of a sudden got a bunch of people there. Whiskey 5, Whiskey Bravo, Sierra, QSO.
Oh, we'll hang around. He's coming in about S7. We'll see if we can get him. And he said he was going to move bands, so
0367. I didn't expect you to be in a park, Martin. You're a 5
maybe we can get him on another band or something too. But
Park number 0637, 0637. My bad.
all right, let's see here.
I'll have to look and see. He marked himself as QRT, so he dropped off my spot page because I had it filtered, so I'll have to unfilter it to see if I can get his call sign again.
Yeah, 73. If you want this frequency, I'll be done with it.
Kilo Charlie 2 Delta Whiskey Golf, US 4103 in Illinois. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Stationing in hotel uniform?
He said last call again, so this may not work out for us, but that's all right.
Hotel uniform, 5-3 into the park, Roger. Thanks for California in 73. QRZ.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Tyler, I wanted to get you there. Battle Lake, Minnesota, Roger.
QSL, yep, got you a 5-9 this evening in Minnesota. And I am doing a live stream on YouTube. I'll put you in the timestamp, so if you search for your call sign on YouTube, you should be able to see your audio. Thanks for being out there in 7-3.
Yeah, I appreciate you picking me up out there. I was going to comment about the YouTube channel. I see it popping up on my the Polo app, so I'll check that out when I get home later. Thanks for hunting in 73.
7-3.
Kilo Charlie 2 Delta Whiskey Golf. Last call, QRZ.
I don't typically tell people that I'm live streaming. I just do it, and I've started a couple live streams ago. I put the timestamps with call signs. That way, if somebody happens to search YouTube for their call sign, it should show up for them. So it's kind of nice. I don't know, maybe a year or so ago, I was hunting and somebody did that for me, and I was able to go back and listen to it. It was kind of nice. So I figure, well, if somebody wants to, they can. If not, no worries. Some people are wondering what their audio might sound like, so it's a way for them to hear that. All right, we'll keep moving here. I'm just looking at the spot page on my monitor and just moving up the band here. With the software here, I can just scroll with my mouse wheel, so I've got my steps, you can see here, at 500. So it's just moving the 0.5 every, whether I'm scrolling up or down on the mouse wheel. He's down in the noise. We'll move on for now. We can always come back to that one.
Hey, we appreciate you. Hey, hope you have a great activation.
I'm marking some of them like that one on 285. I mark that as blue here with this by clicking this little gray button on the side, because that was one where he was a little faint, but I'm going to mark this one too for now and just kind of scroll on. But that way it helps me flag them. I can go back and grab those maybe in a little bit or something. Just check back to see if they're a little bit stronger. But so here we're at 14304, Alpha Bravo 8, Alpha Sierra. It's about a S5 on the meter here, so we'll see if we can get him.
I'm also using the 891. No infed today. Not using the infed. I'm using a hand stick just in case I need to get out of here quickly. Over. Yeah, Roger. I'll be calling it in New Jersey. I'll have 3 parks if you're ready to copy. I'm ready. Just go through for me.
All right, they're going to be trading 3 parks here, so I'll probably move on. I flagged that one too as blue on the spot page, so I can always come back to it.
Julius Charlie. 4 Golf. Julius Foxtrot. Roger, Roger. 5.
We'll try this one. November 5 Bravo Oscar. US 1876 in Florida. I've worked this park before, but that's all right. We'll see if we can hunt him. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. QSL 55 Minnesota, thank you, and 7-3. All right, I'll get him logged here, and then we'll move on and see who we can get. Looks like there's a couple of you watching the stream here. If you have questions or comments, go ahead and leave in the chat. If not, welcome. And I've talked about this before, but I just click on the QSL button here on the spot page. It pulls this up. I put in what I gave them, and then click spot and log, and then it drops off because I have it filtered to not show those, and then it puts it right into my log for me. All right, let's get up to 14,329. So this one's a new park for me here. You can just see it over my shoulder on the screen, but it's got that orange oval there, meaning I've never hunted this park before. Kilo Yankee 4 Quebec Hotel. Gary from North Carolina is at a park in Florida, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like there's quite a few parks spotted here on 15 meter, one on 12, a handful on 10 meter, and like normal, quite a few on 20. One on 40 meter, 7117. I could barely hear him earlier. In fact, I'll click on that one to flag that one here for me. So I'll go back and try that one later, but it was really faint. I'm not terribly surprised either for this time of day on 40 meter to Alabama. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. So there's somebody right next to him. I'll zoom in here a little bit. He's at 14,329, but there's a station right there, so I'm going to tighten up the filtering just a little bit from 2.7 to 2.4. So we're not picking up that static from that adjacent operator.
Kilo 9er November Charlie Hotel.
Kilo 9 November Charlie Hotel. Unit 58 Foxtrot Lima QSL.
Probably a lot of hunters today too, I suppose, given it's a holiday for some.
In the Wisconsin, Whiskey, India. Happy activation. Enjoy Florida. Good day, sir. 7-3.
Kilowatt 1 United Radio.
And people are just throwing out their calls, and he didn't call CQ or anything. Yeah, I'm going to move on then. I didn't throw out my call, and he's kind of working through a list at a time. But I'll maybe flag that one here for myself just because that one. Sorry, I'll move off so you're not hearing that. I'll flag that one just because it is a new park for me, so I'll maybe come back and get that one in a bit. 14,344.
Charlie.
We've got Whiskey X-Ray 8 Victor at US 4634 in Florida.
Roger, Roger, 59 Kansas. Have a great day and hold on. Roger, Roger, have a great day.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Wow, he faded out there. I can barely hear him. Let's jump over to 17 meter here real quick and see. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie, I've got you a 5-7
QSL, I have you a 5-7 Minnesota. Thank you for being out there in 7-3.
12-3, thanks for hunting.
All right. We'll get him in the log here. Just happened to click right over.
I've got you a 5-7 in the park.
Here's a good signal. 17 meter can sometimes surprise me. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Oh, we'll hang around here. Kilo 5 Whiskey Yankee Sierra on 18-126 at US 4616 in Florida.
You're 5'9" as well, but you surprised me with over 5'9" from my side. Thank you very much for hunting. 7-3.
He's
7-3.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo Charlie 9 Hotel Yankee Lima. You're 5'5". 55.
I did hear another station in there, but we'll hang around. One nice thing about 17 and 15 is there's sometimes not as many hunters on those bands, so pileups aren't always quite as big as maybe on 20 meters or 10 meters. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
QSL 5-7 both ways.
We'll try again and see what we can do here.
7-3.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
November 3, Foxtrot, Mike Charlie, Norway 3, Ford Motor Company, QSL Jack.
QSL, you're 5'5", in my body, US 4616, QSL.
Roger, 5'5".
And again, I'm just running
Papa Alpha, thank you.
barefoot, so 100 watts here into a
7-3.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. 100 watts into a DX Commander Classic.
Good afternoon, Jack. 5'9", New Jersey. Have a great day. Awesome. Thank you very much for 5'9". Have a great day. 7-3 and Kilo 5 with Yankee Sierra, Park of the Airview. Where's that?
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Was it Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie,
QSL, I have you a 5-5 in Minnesota, Mike November.
Thank you very much for 5'5". Unfortunately, you're only 5'1", 51 in Park US 4616. But thanks for hunting.
Hey, thanks for being out there. Have a good day in 7-3.
7-3, Kilo 5 with Yankee Sierra, Park of the Airview. Where's that?
All right, we'll get him logged here. And let's see, there was another station at 18-133 in Wisconsin, so that may not work with a neighboring state, and there's nothing there, but the spot's only a couple minutes old, but we'll move on to 15 meters. Oops, clicked on split there. We'll move over to 15 meters and see what we can do there. Just working my way right down the spot page here. That's all I'm doing today. Seeing who we can get, what the conditions are like, and
Well, I messed up your call. Okay, Kilo Quebec 4.
I'm not sure if that's
In the clear, I got you a 5 times.
the hunter or the activator.
I understand. Thanks for the 5-4 into Florida. Stand by for the second half.
Oh, yep. So it is the activator. I can hear pretty clear there.
4 Sierra X-ray Whiskey. This is Kilo 0 Kilo Sierra Tango. QSL.
And there's 2 activators here.
Give me the call sign one more time. I guess I've got something different here on the photo page. What's your call?
Kilo 0 Kilo Sierra Tango.
Copy that. 00 Sierra Tango. Thanks so much for that.
So we've got Elizabeth and Bill Switzer. Joint activation at US 3043 in Texas.
Thank you for that 55 from
Try and get in
Florida,
here.
And you are a 59 here into southern Texas, US 3043.
I was thinking about doing an activation myself today, but with the wind chill, it's over 30 below here in Minnesota today, and I just didn't really want to go up when it was that cold.
Did I hear a Sierra Echo November earlier?
Kilo Juliet number 4, Kilo Victoria Charlie.
Okay, Victoria Charlie, stand by with your Sierra Echo November.
And he's trying to call another station, and somebody else answered back here.
I don't hear it now.
It's Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie, beautiful 5-8 signal in British Columbia today.
QSL, I have you a 5-5 in Minnesota, Mike November. Hey, thanks for being out there. Have fun, and 7-3.
Thanks for hunting, 73 Q2. CQ Parks in the air, CQ Parks.
So there, I just looked on the spot page and saw there was somebody up just a little ways. Clicked over there right as he was calling QRZ, so that worked out well.
CQ Parks in the air, CQ Parks in the air, CQ Parks.
And let's see, I'll get him logged. Not that uncommon for me to work Canadian stations.
Jeremy, stay warm. Thank you. This is November 7, Romeo India Papa Parks on the air, QRZ.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie, 59 Park US 10629.
QSL 57 Minnesota. Thanks for being out there, and 7-3.
You bet, Tyler, 73, and thanks for hunting. Have a good one. November 7, Romeo India Papa Parks on the air.
Well, I got lucky again. Right when I clicked over to another station, he was calling CQ POTA, so I'll get him logged as well. And that's a new park for me, US 10629 in, where's he at? Washington. Get that one logged, and just a few more here, it looks like, on 15 meter, then we'll try 10 meter, and maybe just go back to 40 and work our way through some of them that I flagged earlier here. See if we can get some of those.
Kilo 8 November India Victor.
He had nice clean audio there. I'll click away from there just so you can. Let's see. 385. This one's on the spot page, but I'm not hearing anything. Oh, there's just a very faint, but.
Roger, I got you 5-3 at 53 here in Fort Worth, Texas.
So this is the one I worked just at the beginning of the stream on 20 meters. Kilo Charlie 2 Delta Whiskey Golf. But I'm not hearing him here on 15 meter. So we'll move on. There's one station on 12 at 24,953. And the spot's 7 minutes old, and I don't hear anything. We'll jump to 10 meter then, 28,358. Pretty faint there. Not going to spend much time trying to do that one right now, and there's plenty of other stations here.
Thank you so much, 7-3.
Thanks again, 73. QRZ.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
You got a Kilo 0 something?
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie, QSL.
QSL, I have you a 5757 in Minnesota, Mike November.
Hey, thanks so much for Minnesota. I'll return the 57 and make that both ways, QSL.
QSL, good luck, have fun, and 7-3.
Thanks so much, 73. QRZ.
All right. Boy, I've gotten lucky today. I've had quite a few of them where just as I tune to where they're at, they're calling CQ or QRZ or something like that, so I can grab them right away. 28, let's see, 462. We've got Whiskey 7 Lima Victor Alpha at
Number 2, Golf Romeo Zulu, QSL.
Lori at US 10875 in California. Not a booming signal, but she was definitely readable there.
Okay, I got the 5-5. You're about a 4-4 in Park 10875 in California. What state are you in?
It's about a 5-4, 54, I would say, for me.
Got it, New Jersey. Thank you so much for the contact. Roger, Roger, John. This is Lori. Thanks for the contact. Happy hunting on February 3.
See if we can get Whiskey 7. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
November Oscar Tango Charlie, QSO?
Negative. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie, QSL?
QSL. I have you a 5-4, 54 in Minnesota, Mike November.
Roger, 5-4 in Minnesota. You're 4-4 in the Park US 10875 in California.
Hey, thank you for being out there. Have fun, and 7-3.
73.
All right, not a great signal report there for me, but that happens. Not going to lose sleep over it. Having fun playing radio. 28,495. It looks like that's pretty much it for stations on the spot page here. I'll switch my screen here and show you. I did flag a few. I'm going to refresh the spot page, and then I'll just see. Actually, yeah, there's a new spot there even. Some of these spots when the time gets to be, 15, in this case 18 minutes old, more than likely not there. I'll click on that QSY, and then there you can see it tuned my radio. I'll mute that, it's just a lot of static. It tunes my radio and switches it to lower sideband from upper sideband and all of that, so kind of nice. I'll click on this other one, 7236, and give it just a second. Yeah, that may not work. A lot of static there. All right, let's just start working our way back through 20 meters. That doesn't sound promising there. Oh, there's somebody. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Yeah, there's somebody right over top of him, though. I can't quite hear who he's calling back.
Kilo 5, Delta Charlie X-ray. I'm getting you about 5-5 into Arkansas.
I think this is that. There's two of them that have the same frequency. At 14,240, one in Georgia and one in Indiana. I'm not sure who we have here yet. Haven't heard.
Kilo India, Norway.
Let's try one of these stations that we flagged earlier. 14,285. There are ones we could at least. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. I heard someone say park to park. He's probably going to take them before he takes me.
November Bravo 5 Tango Delta.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
November 7 Bravo Whiskey Bravo. November 7 Bravo.
He's about a 5'7". I'm going to hang around here, I think, and see. Call out a few times. Sounds like he's got a few stations calling him, but...
US 3051. And you are 55 Idaho, India Delta.
Been going for a little over a half hour here on the stream. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
QSL, you're 5 and 9 in Salt Lake City, Utah. Thank you.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo Charlie 4, Foxtrot Romeo Alpha, Mobile, you're 525 Kentucky. Okay, I copy the 55 Kentucky. Just want to make sure I got the call correct. I got Kilo Charlie 4, Foxtrot in November.
Yeah, as I'm waiting here for that one, I just clicked over on the spot page to look at filtered the mode by data, and the ones that I'm seeing in the call roster and grid tracker, I've worked all of those, so I won't try and work any of those right now. We'll try a couple more of these, and there are some new stations here. I'm just not quite pulling them out. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 9er Juliet Delta, I'm sorry, Kilo 9er Delta Juliet Delta, is that a Roger? Negative, it's Kilo 9 America.
I'll try again.
Canada, QSL.
Once or twice more here before we move on and try somebody else.
Okay, Kilo 9er America, Japan, Canada. I think I got that correct in the logbook.
He's at,
QSL, you're 5'9".
I'm looking at this one right here. He's at US 3051 in Texas. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. QSL, I have you a 5555 Minnesota, Mike November. Thank you, and 73. So if you're watching either live here, a couple of you watching, or watching it later on, maybe afterwards, welcome to the channel. New channel, just really kind of getting things rolling. I don't have too many videos up yet, but plan to be adding more, some how-tos. I've got a few things on the list. I want to show a few things. I've had people ask me about what I use when I do my activations. I'll maybe do a shack tour, just show you kind of what my setup is here for monitors, radio, microphone, foot switch, just kind of everything of how it works here too. So I'll do that at some point in the near future. All right, let's see. Ooh, we can maybe get to 14,293.5 is now gone. That's an old spot, but it was one I flagged earlier that was hearing a little bit.
Yeah, the park here, Kilo India 7, I believe.
So then what I do if they're gone then after I've come back is I just remove that color coding. Sometimes what I'll do, there's two color codes. There's the blue, and then if you click it again, it makes it a gray color. Sometimes I'll do those if I've tried. I haven't been doing a good job of that, but if I go there and see if they're there, and if I can hear them at all. If I can't, then I'll make them the gray color. Then I'm not going to be, too worried or focused on getting back to those frequencies if it's something I couldn't hear with that spot. Yeah, and this one I'm not hearing real well either, so I'll maybe see what we can do here. $14,319. All right, now we've got James right above that Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November. We'll see if we can get him. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo Zulu Pulse. Sherry, you guys are kicking butt today. 5-9 both out.
We'll see if we can get James first here. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Sounds like they're doing a joint activation here. Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Victor Delta and Kilo Echo 8 Pop. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
QSL 5-9, Alpha Lima, both up.
November 8th, keep me running, QSL, share your 5.
So James has got a YouTube channel, Ham Radio Adventure Guy, an active Discord, a lot of Parks on the Air activators, hunters are part of James's online community. So Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. I'll try a couple times more and see if I can get him in.
Roger, Roger, Miss Sherry, 5 and 9, back at you. November Charlie, both ops, QSL. QSL, thanks for North Carolina.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. So sometimes when I'm hunting and they've got a big pileup, it's good to jump in right away. Sometimes it's better to wait till the end. I know when I've been activating and if I have a pileup, sometimes all you can hear is just the last letter or two of the call sign at the tail end of a big pileup. So sometimes I'll try that strategy too and pause just a half second or second before I throw out my call sign in hopes that I'll be picked up at the end of it. And now they totally faded out. Nothing. All right, well, we'll go back. Oh, now it's James.
Yeah, Roger, Roger. Yeah, James.
They just switched operators. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. QSL, James, I have you a 5-1, 51. Thanks for both operators. Have fun, and 7-3. Uh, 5-1.
WWCR, Whiskey, Drive, Charlie Romeo.
May have actually been a little better than what I was hearing them there. They really dropped out on me, which is too bad, but that happens sometimes. I want to get them logged. And I think I've shown this before, but I'll switch over to that other screen here. So when you click on the QSL You can add in other operators, so I had already copy and pasted her call sign. Or copied it, I should say. So the spot is Kilo Echo 8 Papa Zulu November. If all this shows up, I think I said a 5-1. I don't get too hung up on the signal reports for my log as long as I give them what I think is an accurate or fairly accurate report. But then under other ops, and you can just separate it by commas if they've got even more ops. If they got more parks, you can just put those down here. So I'm just going to put that in quick spot and log. And I can't remember if I've shown this before. I'm going to update my QRZ. So here I just click spot and log, and here they're both in my log as the top two. And then it pulls in the comments and everything, and all the appropriate information. So it makes logging multiple operators really nice as well. All right, let's see. Did we try 329? I can't remember.
Mike India, heard you say it was 57 degrees down there. We're looking at a negative 13.
Yep, that must be
I wish I was down there.
He said it negative in Michigan. I'm just looking right now on my phone here. And right now the feels like here in Minnesota is minus 18 right now. Actual temperature minus 9. Feels like minus 18 degrees Fahrenheit. So. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. All right, I'm gonna hang around. This is a new park for me. Again, I can tell by the orange, so I want to try and grab this one. Got Kilo Yankee 4 Quebec Hotel. I did flag it earlier, but I think he had a pile up if I remember correct, or he was maybe just really light, but I don't remember for sure, but we'll try and get him right now. And then there's looks like a couple new spots down here on 15 meter. 21-360. Look, it must be a joint activation in Idaho. We'll go there next after this one.
Kilo 9 Alpha Juliet Charlie K9 America Japan Canada QSL.
After this one, we'll try and jump in here.
QSL, Gary, you're 5-9, Hannibal, Missouri, Mike Oscar.
Boy, he really faded out. I don't know if you heard that.
QSL, thanks for picking me up and have a good one today, 73.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo Echo 8, Victor Yankee Delta.
Yeah, he's still not quite picking me up. I'm going to jump over to that new spot here on 15 meter. Just real quick and see if I can hear either of these activators. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. QSL 5353 Minnesota. Standing by. QSL, have you a 5353 Minnesota, Mike November. Thank you for being out there, and 7-3. 7-3. All right, so another joint, but now this one, you can see here, I'll put it just above my head here. So here they are both spotted, which you can do it either way. I guess it's up to them. The other activators only had one activated. I'll mute that here. And here they were both spotted. I think I got them earlier on the stream, if I remember correctly, or maybe just before the stream. Yeah, maybe just before the stream, I got both of them in a different park. So, no, I can't remember what I gave them. Again, I don't get too worked up about it for my own log. It's just, I want to get them logged, but the signal report, I don't ever go back. And I'm not currently sending out QSL cards. but something I might get into. But I have received some, and I do want to, at minimum, get those sent back. So I do try and put in the log what I gave them. I don't get worried about necessarily what they gave me. Sometimes I'll type it in here. Other times it is what it is. If I don't get it in there, that's just fine by me. All right, let's go back up. I've been going for about 45 minutes here, so let's go see. I'll refresh the spot page, and we'll see if there's any new spots or any new parks, I should say. I would like to get this 14329 in Florida. We'll see. Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie. Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie. Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie. Oscar, Tango, Charlie. QSL. Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie. Kilo 0, Oscar, Tango, Charlie. QSL 5353, Minnesota. QSL, thank you for being out there. Have fun in 7-3. QSL 53 Minnesota, 53 Minnesota. Thank you, 7-3. All right, I think he was being oh, sorry, I had that one muted. Just realized that. I did get Kilo Yankee for Quebec Hotel. Sorry, I had that one muted from when we were on it earlier. But he, you didn't hear it, but he couldn't really hear me. Of course, you heard me throw up my call sign multiple times, but I think he was being gracious. I think with the 5-1 that he gave me. But I got that one, so another new park for me. So some of these, if you're not familiar with the Poto Plus extension that are in blue, I'm going to just, if I hover my mouse over that, it says 10 meters needed. I have to hold my mouse steady there. I've hunted this particular park, US 4634, on 15, 20, and 40, but I've never hunted it on 10, so that's why it shows up as blue like that. I'll try that one. I know I tried that one earlier, and I couldn't hear anything earlier. And I don't hear anything now either, so. And there's that spot. That spot's not that old, but not going to work out today. I'm going to try and get Ben, Alpha Bravo 2 Sierra Golf. I've worked him. You can see it puts this little number here by their call sign. So I have 45 parks on the ear contacts with Alpha Bravo 2 Sierra Golf. So I'm going to try him again. It's kind of fun to get some of the same ones over and over again.
November 3, Whiskey Papa Alpha.
Joint looks like a joint activation with Kilo Foxtrot 0 India November Echo at US 1230 in Colorado. I did not hear them at all. All I heard was the hunter there. So it would seem as though, look at this booming station on the waterfall.
I believe that's Kent in California. I copy you 5-9, Kent. Roger the 5-9. You're also 5-9. 5-9 both ways. QSL?
QSL, Kilo 4 Charlie Alpha Echo. Last call up for grabs. Kilo Quebec 4 Golf Alpha.
Here I'll just, you can see so that the two activators over here and kind of what that looks like on the waterfall versus this station. And I'll wait here when he's talking. You'll see it just light up again.
Maritime Mobile, are you on the log, sir?
So see, Oh, and there's somebody's making some weird sounds there, but yeah, it's that's where the waterfall is really nice. And of course, if we go back to, like, I'll just jump in the middle of 20 meter. I mean, here you can see all these signals. I mean, it is really nice to have that waterfall where you can say, oh, that signal's, you know, nice and loud. Maybe can make a contact there and without having to fight through. Oh, there's, I can just barely hear him. Somebody calling QRZ, but I can't. I can't quite make out the call. I can hear QRZ at the end, but oh, Whiskey 7 Papa. But that's really faint. There is somebody on the spot page, but it's 22 minutes old on that frequency. Actually, that was an Alaska station that was spotted there a while back. Let's see. We'll maybe go another 10 minutes or so here. See if I can get just a few more. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like 16. I don't know how many of those were new, and two of those were joint activations, but I'm not trying to set any speed records here by any means. And actually, as I look, I'll show you. As I look at the call roster, there's a station in Spain, and I haven't worked a lot of parks in Spain, so I'm just gonna jump over and click on that one here and just see if I can get him. I'm going to check where I'm at on the waterfall here, find a better spot. Right click there to move my transmit. So he's over here at about 2950. No, it doesn't. I need to stop that. That's not going to go right now. I'll have to try that one later. With the streaming software, sometimes all the virtual audio ports and everything that I'm using, not necessarily the Flex software, but some other things I'm doing for streaming, sometimes it can cause some issues with sometimes it can cause some issues with WSJTX and doing FT8, so we'll just go back. I can try if he's still there when I'm done with the stream here in a little bit. Maybe I'll try, but and now he's moving on. I was talking and he moved on. Or went QRT, I should say. Just looking through to see if there's any other call signs that I recognize or that I've worked a lot of times, or maybe I can try and jump in and get a quick QSO in with them, but don't really see anything right now. I'll just try a few that I don't remember seeing right there.
Here, have a great one. And I got you on the log. Who was this from Kilo 7 from
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. So he said Tango Charlie hold, so he'll get to me in a second. So I've hunted this park before. I just happened to look at the spot page and Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. QSL, I have you a 5454 in Minnesota, Mike November.
Roger. You're 56 into
QS 5929, and you're in Uniform Tango.
QSL, thank you for being there. 7-3.
Thank you, sir. This is a call from Minnesota. 73. You are there. Kilo Echo 7.
All right, we'll try.
11818 Indiana. QSL, I'll give you a 5 on a green.
Here's November 9, or excuse me, November Victor 9 Zulu at 11818 in Indiana. We'll see if I Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Sierra Uniform.
Whiskey 4, whiskey something.
Roger that. It's Whiskey 4.
That station's really.
Okay, thank you. Whiskey 4, whiskey Delta Kilo. You also 59 Park US 11818.
Someone.
You're welcome. Thanks for hunting. Kilo 0 Park Sierra, November Victor 90.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo Germany again.
There's someone next door, so I tightened up the filtering just a little bit.
K0OTC 59 Park US 11818. QSL.
Go for
Thanks
just.
for Minnesota, appreciate it. 200 Park on the air. This is November Victor 90.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
To the Park to Park. Alpha Charlie 4 Sierra Hotel. You're 55.
We'll try again one time, and actually, here's a new park. Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie.
Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie, 59 Louisiana.
QSL 57 Minnesota. Thanks for another band. I got you on 15 just a little bit ago. Have fun out there. 7-3.
Roger, thanks, Tyler. 7-3. A station ending in Romeo. Kilo Charlie 1, Delta.
All right, now I'll jump back to that other one. I'll get him logged here. I saw him pop up. I did, and then I noticed after I threw out my call that I had worked him already on 15 here, just not just a few minutes ago, but that's all right.
Kilo 4 Hotel Charlie Oscar 59 Louisiana.
Here's another new one, 14388. I think he said standing by, but Kilo 0 Oscar Tango Charlie. QSL, I have you a 5-5 Minnesota. Thank you for being there. 7-3. I'll mute that. Luckily, he came up right then. November Juliet 9 Lima. That's a new park for me in Arizona. I've only got, 10, 15, about 27 parks that I haven't hunted in Arizona. Here, I'll show you what I'm looking at there. I'll zoom in here to see. I can't really do that when I'm sharing this, but right here you can see it's 85 of 112. So I'll get him logged here. Well, actually, there, let me zoom in a little bit, but you see that 85 of 112. So I will get him logged here. Oh, where'd it go? Once the page refresh. Oh, here we go. I'll refresh the page. After all the zooming, it needs to get a refresh here, and then I'll get him logged. And all right, I don't see any new parks to me. I don't, at least not on single sideband. There's that one in Spain on 20 meter FT8. So maybe I'll try and jump over and grab that one here once I end the stream. But Hey, thanks for those who watch the stream live. If you watch it later on, appreciate that as well. Thanks for checking out the channel. Come back for how-tos, DIYs, some product reviews, some different parks on the air, activations, hunting, things like that, and maybe some shack tours and things like that in the future. So with that, I'm going to go QRT here on the live stream. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. This is K0OTC saying 7-3.